right, everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to today's video. In today's video, we're going to be unboxing the new H2D from Bambu. It's been well over a year since we've been waiting and asking for a larger X1C, and Bambu finally delivered. I ordered this thing within 10 minutes of it being available, and it got here today, almost a week and a half early. So thank you so much for that, Bambu. So in today's video, I'm going to unbox it so you can see what all comes with the AMS combo of this. And then we'll do our first print and see exactly what it takes to get the first print out the door of the H2D. So if all that sounds good, then sit back and relax and I'll get everything ready. All right, so let's go ahead and start the unboxing process. I will move the X1C out of the way for right now. So let's go ahead and get it unboxed. Couple things I want to mention. It is heavy, 35 kilo, and it does say team lift. So about 70 pounds, and it's every bit of it. Also, on the top of the box, it says to keep the box, and I'm guessing that's in case you ever need to send it in for support or anything. So make sure that you keep the box. So let's go ahead and get it unboxed, and I believe all I need to do is unsnap all of these on the bottom, and then it should just lift right off the top there. So let's go ahead and get that done. And I haven't looked at it or anything like that, so if it's broken or anything on inside, this video is going to take a totally different script. But let's go ahead and see what's inside. All right, so the biggest issue I had is it was too tall for the ceiling in here. So let's go ahead and see what else comes in it. So there's some sort of an accessory box. I do like the unboxing a lot better than the X1C. All right, and there it is. It is very, very well packaged. I don't see anything broken in here. And I did notice a little bit of damage on the top of the box, but that doesn't seem to have affected anything. Thank you, FedEx, for that. So there's the top plate expertly removed. And just to give you a perspective of the size difference here, this is my really dirty X1C one compared to it. So pretty big difference in size. And boy, do I need to clean that thing. Good thing to show on live TV. So I'll probably need to remove this again. I think so. Yeah. And I believe the AMS is inside. That's how it came in my X1C. All right, and it looks like to get the AMS out, we need to open the accessory box and get this little hex key here. And it looks like these four need to be removed. So let me get that done. All right, so I removed these four screws. And there's more screws holding all of the things that hold it together. My recommendation to you is probably not to do this on a big giant table, but maybe do it on the ground first. All right, so to get all of this stuff out, to remove the AMS, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8 screws that you had to remove to get the AMS out and packaged. So this thing is packaged inside here really, really well. So yeah, the chances of it getting damaged, FedEx is really going to have to slam it around. All right, so everything on the inside, you see little things of like tape like this, all in here, kind of pointing you to the things that you need to remove. And then it looks like there's some more screws here that I have to remove and some on the side here to get that done. And it looks like I need to get a couple more pieces of foam removed in there. So I won't bore you guys with all of that. I'll go ahead and get that done and I'll get it plugged in and then we'll turn it on for the first time and see what it does. All right, so after several screws and taking everything apart, we got it done and ready to turn it on for the first time. So let's go ahead and see what happens. All right, so let's go through the setup. English, and then North America. And then it looks like I get to connect it to Wi-Fi. All right, and it's connected to the internet. Now I just need to use the handy app to scan it and sign in. And we are signed in. Agree. Remove all 4 screws marked in red. So we'll hit next. And we will start the calibration. Total time 31 minutes. So it looks like I'll see you when it gets done. All right, so it's done calibrating and it says you're all set. Time to create, get started. And it looks like a new AMS detected. Please set it up and check which extruder it is connected to. So we'll go to setup. Ensure that no filament is loaded in the extruder and filament buffer, which there isn't. Place a roll of filament in each AMS and insert it into the filament inlet. So I do need to load some filament in there. All right, so I loaded a roll in there and you'll see that we now have 2 check marks. I'll go ahead and hit detect. And the AMS setup is complete. And there we go. All right, and it looks like it's ready to print. So let's go ahead and jump into Bambu Studio and do the first print. All right, so here we are in Bambu Studio. So let's go ahead and get the H2D loaded in here. And it should be as easy as just going over here to the device and selecting my H2D. And big thing that I notice is it is much brighter in here in the print bed. So time lapses should look pretty cool as well. So that's all I had to do to add it to Bambu Studio. So that was fairly easy. Now let's change this over to the H2D. We have the textured plate in there. The left nozzle, it recognized that there's no AMS connected to that, and we only have one AMS connected. So let's go ahead and sync, and we'll see that we have one roll of the PLA Basic and the AMS Pro, the 0.4 nozzle with standard flow. And so let's go ahead and get a Nimitz Benchy, and we'll go ahead and print it. All right, now that we have the Benchy loaded, let's go ahead and get it printed. I haven't changed any of the other settings or anything like that. Everything's all the same here. Let's go ahead and slice the plate. We'll leave it on filament saving mode for now. We'll test convenient mode and custom mode in a different video. We'll see this is going to take about 1 hour and 23 minutes. That's about the same time that it takes for the X1C. We'll see that we'll only be using the right nozzle with the one AMS. So let's go ahead and print plate. Now here everything says auto, so we'll leave it on that and let it do auto calibration on that stuff. Your options are auto, always, and off. The other thing here is if your time lapse is grayed out, it was for me, that means that you don't have a memory card in it. And the awesome way that you get a memory card on it is by USB. So not micro SD or any of that. You need a USB drive. So let's go ahead and turn on the time lapse and let's go ahead and do our first print. So I'll see you when it gets done.
This is the first Benchy on the new H2D. It is very cool.
All right, and just like that, we have everything set up and our first Nimitz Benchy printed on the H2D. Setup wasn't that bad. It took me about 45 minutes, but that is with filming and everything like that. I would expect it would take you guys 20 to 30 minutes to set this thing up. Couple of tips. Make sure you get all those little red screws out. There's little red stickers. Make sure you get the ones in the back as well. Make sure you get all the foam out of the inside before you turn it on. Some of the foam is the same color as the inside, so make sure you use a flashlight or something and get all of the foam and everything out of there. I also wouldn't recommend doing it on a super tall table like I did, because you'll run into an issue with the ceiling unless you have some really high ceilings. I would do it on the floor in a big open area, because there's a box and a lot of stuff that's comes with it. I'd also recommend having somebody to help you with that thing, because it is all of 35 kilo or 70 pounds. It is every bit of that. My back is telling me all about it right now. So I hope you enjoyed today's video and watching me get the H2D set up and everything. I'll get it the rest of the way integrated into my studio, and we'll do some more videos on it in the future. Be sure to leave a comment below on what you'd like to see printed next on it. And be sure to smash the like button if you like today's video, and smash the subscribe button if you want to see the next video. Be sure to join us next Saturday on our live stream. Hope everybody has a great rest of their weekend and a great week. I'll see everybody next weekend. Thanks for watching.